Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It's Tuesday. Still processing that Chelsea loss, as are a lot of people, I think. Generally, I think most fans came away feeling pretty good about the effort our players put in the face of that adversity. And there are some people that did not approve of going for it like Ange and the team did. Playing a high line with 9 players till the bitter end. But I think it really it was the correct choice for what Ange is trying to accomplish long term, and it really, I think, can conclusively say that it kind of galvanized the team and the fans. We saw a fight from the team that we did not see last season when we were in adverse situations, and that's only going to benefit us down the road. That said, we are in a world of hurt with our defense now, in terms of what a crazy situation to essentially lose 3 out of your 4 starters, in the span of like a half hour. Mickey Van de Ven, obviously we don't know how long he's going to be out with his hamstring injury. I haven't heard anything further, and I wouldn't expect to hear anything for a few days. But excuse me, losing Romero and Udogie to suspension now as well. And so never more than ever is it time for us to get that or be thinking about that center back depth for January. And I've heard already numerous kind of target rumors today, in fact, related to that. But the other question is, what does this mean for presumably Ashley Phillips and Eric Dyer? Will be candidates to start. It's always a lot of question marks when we have scenarios like that. Also, additionally, injury-wise, it turns out that Richarlison has to have some kind of pelvic surgery. He's been carrying some kind of issue that can't be corrected without surgery. And I am happy that, unlike last season where Sonny played through something like that, or Eric Dyer, just carried it the whole season and were subpar. It's absolutely the right choice for him to get that surgery. If that's been part of, you having to play through that does not help things if you're in kind of a slump. And we've got Brennan Johnson back, and so things are looking good for him in terms of opportunities now. And Brian Hill, actually, obviously he's going to be seeing game time, I would think. But it's interesting from a fantasy perspective. I've had multiple guys now that I play regularly pick up injuries, and at the same time, which always kills their value on Sorare. But the other thing that I've kind of learned that I didn't know about is how volatile the market is, and how prices on player cards drop so rapidly when they're injured, and just like after that initial couple months of the season, the market just like drops significantly. So there are definitely better times to pick up players and the like. And actually, my goal is to collect maybe the whole of this season's team because we have so many young players that are going to be around for years to come, and even the veterans that are leaving. It will be like if Højbjerg leaves or something like that, I can continue to play him if he's at Atletico Madrid or something like that, or Juventus or whatever. I can still take advantage of him. Oh, and also international too. Anyway, but the but then anyway, so some of my teams are going to be kind of shorthanded. And actually, some of my other good random Sveriges Bundesliga players that are cheap that I play in some other competitions. At least one good one just got suspended for like the next 3 games. Not sure what the scenario was, what he did. I haven't found out that news, but anyway, I've got a lot of adjusting, and I've got to probably cut down on the number of competitions I'm doing, and just like go for the one that gives me the threshold, the $5 win threshold every week, and adjust from there. And anyway, figure out maybe what my next Spurs target would be, and it might be Poro actually, price wise, if he drops a little bit, but anyway, like Mickey Van de Ven was a mainstay player for me, so and I'm sure he was like a $20-some card. I'm sure he'll drop down to like $5 or something in the weeks ahead or less. Anyway, interesting strategy on that note. But sounds like we're linked to speaking of center backs, we're linked to a Liga MX player, plays for America, Clubo America. His name is Sebastian Caceres, and he's Uruguayan national. He plays for, he'd play with Bentancur. Sounds like he had a good showing in their win over win over Brazil, most recently during the international break, and essentially it sounds like he's interested in moving on, and he's someone we could probably get a fairly good deal on coming out of Liga MX, and I think he's only like 24, maybe, fairly young. I also heard that there is I forget his name, but there's a player that plays for Aberdeen in the Scottish League that is a central, or a defensive midfielder, and it sounds like he would be a good target for us, although there's some question of whether he would be a good, if the move is too big between the leagues. But I mean, I would expect that. Oh, and actually, I think he only came there recently from Serbia too. So anyway, a pretty significant jump up in leagues. But if he's kind of a hidden gem, I mean, makes sense to go for that. So anyway, various transfers seem to be in the works, and it'll be interesting to see what develops. Definitely very intrigued to see what our starting defense looks like. I'd assume that Emerson will start at left back for us, but what will our center back pairing be? Dyer and will Ash Phillips get his debut? It's going to be interesting because Wolves are dangerous. They've definitely beaten some good teams. So anyway, looking forward to following the news and rumors and figuring out where we go from here. So anyway, as always, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And remember, to dare is to do.